Hello and welcome to Sudoku Pro. This is a hard level Sudoku from New York Times. Let's get started. There is a 8 in A row and 8 in C row, which blocks these two rows. So B7 takes 8. There is a 9 here in H row and a 9 here in column 1, which blocks these three cells. So 9 goes here either in G3 or I3. This 9 blocks here and this 9 blocks here. So 9 goes in one of these two cells. There is a 9 here in B row blocking here. So A2 takes 9. Now this 9 here in B row and this 9 in A row blocks these two rows. So C4 takes 9. This 9 blocks this column and this 9 here in column 5 blocks here. There is a 9 here in F row blocking here. So E6 takes 9. This 9 blocks this row and 9 in F row blocks this row. So 9 goes in one of these two cells. There is a 9 here in column 9. So D7 takes 9. There is a 3 here in A row which blocks this entire row. So 3 goes in one of these two cells. Now in 0 there are 4 empty cells and the missing numbers are 1, 2, 3 and 5. You can see here 2 and 5 blocking this cell and there is a 3 blocking from here. So C3 takes 1. In F row there are 5 empty cells and the missing numbers are 3, 4, 6, 7 and 8. If you take this F6, it is blocked by 3, 4, 7 and 8. So 6 goes here in F6. So let's cancel out the 6 here. Similarly, this cell F4 is blocked by 3, 7 and 8. So 4 goes here in F4. Now you can see here this 4 and 8 in column 4 blocks these two cells. Similarly, there is a 4, 8 pair in column 6 blocking these two cells. So 4 and 8 goes in these two cells. There is a 4 here in G row blocking here. So G5 takes 8 and I5 takes 4. There is an interesting observation here. If you analyze D row, there is a 4 here in this block which blocks 4 in this cell. Similarly, you have a 4 here in column 9 which blocks 4 in this cell. So in D row, 4 goes in one of these two cells. Similarly, here you have there is a 4 here in G row and a 4 here in I row which blocks these two rows. So 4 goes here in one of these two cells in H row. Now you can see column 1 and column 2 has 4 in it. So obviously in this block, in this block 1, 4 goes in these two cells because these two columns are blocked for 4 because we have 4 in these two columns in the other two blocks. So 4 goes in one of these two cells here, and interestingly you can see that there is a 4 here in C row blocking these two cells. So 4 goes here in one of these cells. So that cancels out the 4 here and B3 takes 4. Now there is a 3 here in A row and a 3 here in column 1 which blocks these 4 cells. So 3 goes here in B2. Now in column 2 there are only 3 empty cells and the missing numbers are 4, 6 and 7. There is 6 and 7 in D row blocking here. So D2 takes 4. Now this 4 cancels out the 4 here. We already know that 4 goes in one of these two cells. So H1 takes 4. Now in D row there are 3 empty cells and the missing numbers are 1, 3 and 5. There is 3 and 5 blocking this cell. So D1 takes 1 and the rest of these two cells take 3, 5 pair. Now in column 2 there are only 2 empty cells and missing numbers are 6 and 7. Let's mark it with 6, 7 pair. But interestingly, you can see here there is a 6 here in F row which blocks this cell. There is a 6 in column 7 and a 6 in column 8 which blocks these two cells. So in G row, 6 can be only in these two cells, that is G1 or G3, which basically eliminates 6 here. So H2 takes 7 and E2 takes 6. Now here in the 7th block, 8 blocks these two cells here. So I3 takes 8. Now the missing numbers are 6 and 9. There is a 9 blocking here. So G1 takes 6 and G3 takes 9. Now in this 4th block there are only 3 empty cells. This 8 here blocks these two cells. So 8 goes here in E1. Now the missing numbers are 3 and 7. So 3 and 7 pair goes in these two cells. Now in column 3 the only missing number is 6. Now in column 1 there are only 3 missing numbers, that is 2, 5 and 7. There is 7 here in B row and C row blocking these two cells. So A1 takes 7. Now 2 and 5 goes in these two cells, but there is a 2 here in column 5 which blocks these two cells. So 2 goes here in B row. So this blocks 2 here. So B1 takes 5 and C1 takes 2. So this 5 blocks these 3 cells. So 5 goes here in A5. This 5 cancels out the 5 here. So D5 takes 3 and D9 takes 5. In 0, there are only 2 empty cells and the missing numbers are 3 and 5. This 5 blocks here. So C9 takes 3 and C8 takes 5. Now in this second block, the missing numbers are 1, 2 and 6. There is 1 and 6 blocking from here. So D6 takes 2. Now in column 6, there are only 2 empty cells and the missing numbers are 5 and 7. Let's mark it as 5, 7 pair. Now in this 8th block, the missing numbers are 2 and 6. There is a 2 blocking from here. So I4 takes 6 and H4 takes 2. Now in column 4, there are only 2 empty cells and the missing numbers are 1 and 5. There is a 5 blocking this cell. So B4 takes 1 and E4 takes 5. Now in this second block, the only missing number is 6. Now in this central block, the only missing number is 1. In F row, there are 3 missing numbers, that is 3, 7 and 8. This 8 blocks here. So F9 takes 8 and 3, 7 matching pair goes here. Similarly, in G row, the missing numbers are 2, 5 and 7. There is 5 and 7 blocking here. So G8 takes 2 and 5, 7 matching pair goes here. Now in A row, the missing numbers are 1, 2 and 4. There is 1 and 2 blocking from here. So A8 takes 4. Now this 4 blocks here and there is a 4 here in column 9 which blocks here. These two rows, these two cells are blocked for 4. So E7 takes 4. Now the missing number in this block are 2, 3 and 7. This 2 blocks here. So 2 goes here in E9. Now this 7, there is a 7 here which blocks here, so 7 goes here in F7. So let's eliminate this 3, and the only missing number in this block is 3. Now this 3 gets cancelled out, and E3 takes 7, F3 takes 3. Now this 7 cancels out the 7 here, so G7 takes 5 and G6 takes 7 and I6 takes 5. So now the missing numbers here in A row are 1 and 2. There is a 2 from column 9. So A9 takes 1 and A7 takes 2. Now in column 9 the missing numbers are 6 and 7. There is a 7 blocking from here. So H9 takes 6 and I9 takes 7. The missing numbers in column 8 are 8 and 9. There is a 9 blocking from here. So H8 takes 8 and I8 takes 9. Here the missing numbers are 1 and 3. There is a 1 blocking from here. So H7 takes 3 and I7 takes 1. And the puzzle is solved. Thank you. Have a nice day. See you tomorrow.